Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Let's Play Heavy Rain. In our last episode, Ethan started getting a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs there on us as he was putting Sean to bed. I'm not really sure what's going on with that noise. But fortunately, we ended up moving on and actually got to meet two new characters. One private eye extraordinaire named Scott Shelby, and one FBI agent named Jayden. And looks like Jayden's over in one of the crime scenes for one of the more recent killers, or one more recent victims of the origami killer, and he's about to report to Lieutenant Carter Blake at the scene, which I believe is
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Jayden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me to be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place.
Great.
Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Well, are you coming, Jayden?
Sure.
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
The origami killer.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others.
Like the others?
Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're
Well,
not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
alright.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Do you have any leads?
My men are going over the scene with a fine-tooth comb. If the killer left anything behind, we'll find it. Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Yes, let's.
Be my guest.
Alright.
Hey, Jayden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and put on our ARI glasses. Oh yeah. This is what makes Namen so cool. Oh, we got a clue over here already. DNA sample of some sort.
ARI comment. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
Oh, gone it. All these police people cramping my style. Alright. We're probably gonna find a lot of evidence with the body. So I believe the tent over there is where the body is. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. Whoa, something. Whoa. Do you see that? Do you see the yellow? Yeah, do you see the glowing yellow stuff in the air? Now if I remove ARI, it disappears. The glowing whatever that stuff is gone. And the reason is because these glasses are, like I said, augmented reality glasses, and there's a difference between virtual reality and augmented reality, because a lot of people kind of get the two mixed up. Virtual reality is when you have something over your eyes, normally glasses or goggles, and you see through them, and everything that you see through them is completely fake. It's not real. It's all virtual. Your reality is completely virtual. That's why it's called virtual reality. Augmented reality means you have see-through transparent glasses, like the sunglasses that Norman is wearing, and you can still see the real world around you, but overlaid on top. It's like you're seeing through transparent computer monitors. You can overlay pictures, words, graphics, even things like buttons and switches in front of you. It's a really neat technology that is just starting to rise in the world today. So that's really the main
Some
difference between the two.
orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body.
Yeah, orchid pollen. Interesting. All right. So why don't we go over to the body then? Because that's probably a good place for us to really start our heavy-duty investigating.
ARI, comment. The victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence.
Oh wow. It's a little boy. So start with the face, I guess.
His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
So supposedly he's drowned just like everybody else. So all of the victims of the origami killer have drowned.
An orchid was placed on the victim's chest.
That explains the pollen. Less than 12 hours. I'm surprised the pollen, with the rain, I'm surprised that the pollen has been sticking around for that long. I would think it would have faded by now. Or washed away or something. Oh, it's an
A
origami.
small origami figure in the right hand.
And it's the same...
Fingers were probably closed after the time of death.
It's a dog, which, if you remember, is the exact same type of origami figure that Ethan had in his hand after his blackout. Oh, we already saw the origami.
The victim is Jeremy Bowles,
Jeremy Bowles.
declared missing 5 days ago. See reference file.
That's what that reporter was saying earlier outside of this crime scene. She was saying that this was Jeremy Bowles. What is that green stuff?
Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved.
So
The
sad.
blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion.
Poor kid. I hate seeing children, die at such a so soon and so young. Alright, so we probably should that pollen, we should probably follow it because it probably traces the path that he was dragged. So he was drowned, which means he didn't die here, he died somewhere else. Hopefully, Naaman's not going to get hit by
ARI,
a train.
comment. The pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail.
Take a look-see.
ARI, comment. Traces of blood on the railroad track. Analysis confirms it comes from the victim.
Ah, so he was dragged this way. There's got to be... Whoa, I heard something. Footsteps? Huh. Hopefully not from the officers.
Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Ooh. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Good stuff, Naaman. Keep with the trail. There's something over here.
ARI, comment. There are traces of blood on the fence behind the railroad line. It comes from the victim. The killer came this way with the body and probably grazed it on his way through the fence.
Kinda sloppy there, killer, whoever you are. Right. Probably. Oh! Naaman, are you okay? Naaman's all dirty. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Come on, Naaman. R1. L1. X. Square. Okay. I think we're gonna keep climbing. Acrobat do you think I am, Ramen? Is it really that hard climbing up? I mean, I guess it's really that muddy. Alright, here we go. Come on, you're almost there. You're You're almost there. R2. L2. R1. L1. Ooh, okay. Oh, perfect. Now what? Oh, there was definitely something there. More footprints. Maybe from the killers?
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Perfect. Alright. Problem is, this thing goes all the way to the... Yeah, it goes all the way to the highway. Aha. Oh, Norman. Tire tracks? Maybe?
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. Maybe the killer's car.
I
Alright.
think I've seen all there is to see.
Really? Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna have to take you to the cleaners. No, I'm sorry about that. Feel free to, you know, take a shower, take a scene. You can throw in a shower scene if you want, Narman. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm looking out for you, bro. I'm looking out for you. Yeah, just shimmy down, shimmy, shimmy. No, I don't want to go back. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to climb back up. I'm sorry, Narman. Sorry. R2. Ooh, L2. Ooh. How horrible would it be if you fell right into the path of the train? In fact, I'm surprised the train hasn't crossed it for a while. Should I say something to Blake? I think I've seen everything I need to see here, so I can just remove the glasses now. I know because Namin said so. No, I don't want to.
Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. I think I've seen enough. Better get back to the station before I catch pneumonia. There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
I think I'm done. I'm leaving.
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
Alright, let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Alright, so it looks like Ari was able to record some evidence. I think he was able to record the footprints and the tires, which, I mean, it doesn't really narrow things down that much, but it's something, you know, it's something. Poor Jeremy Bowles. Do I not have to put on my seat? Okay. Careful driving there, Narman. You're not really using... Don't do this at home, boys and girls. Always always buckle your safety belts. Before... Oh, let's run over Blake there. Oh, we just... Did you see that? Blake is... We ran over Blake's leg and he just shrugged it off like it was nothing. Carter Blake is apparently a beast. Apparently... Oh, okay, so now we're going back to Ethan. Perfect. I have unlocked a new bonus. Oh, this is like one of those inkblot test things. It's a butterfly.
A butterfly.
A fox. I'm thinking about the song, obviously.
A fox.
Crab.
A crab.
Death.
Death.
Well, it does. It does.
Death.
That's what it looked like to me. Is that a bad thing? So he's seeing a shrink. I'm assuming because he's dealing with a lot of depression and, you know, losing his son and getting divorced, and that's got to weigh down on him quite a bit, I can imagine.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
He's a very solitary kid, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
Honestly, probably depressed.
I no longer want to live. I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
I couldn't save Jason. Sean doesn't need a father like me.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
I'll tell the truth about the blackouts.
I sometimes have these blackouts. Times when I don't know what I'm doing. I recover consciousness sometime later, but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really don't know what effect a shock like that can have on the brain. That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week.
I just wanted to say something before we continue on with the scene, because it's something that is kind of subtle, and I was just wondering if any of you out there noticed, but throughout that entire scene, you're given the freedom to allow Ethan to wander around the room and interact with specific objects around the room, like leaning against the chair, leaning against the wall, staring at the painting, fidgeting with the random whatever that was on the psychiatrist's desk, stuff like that, while you're having this conversation with the psychiatrist. It wasn't a cutscene or anything. And I could have easily just have had Ethan, sitting, lying on the couch that he was on originally when he was looking at the ink blot tests. I could have had him just sitting in the chair in front of the psychiatrist and kept him there, which also gave him a very morose looking pose, like the way his head was down and everything like that. But I love how realistic it is and how organic and natural the conversation still flowed when you have Ethan just moving around. And it might not sound like it's really all that important, because in the grand scheme of things it doesn't really affect the plot or affect the story or game in any way, but just little touches like that, like little details that you have while you're playing out the scene, when you're given this freedom to control how your character is behaving during these conversations. It's just stuff like that, yes, I mean, it's, in the grand scheme of things, they don't really have any consequences, or it doesn't really matter to the story, but it's just a really unique, like I said, a really unique touch in the style of how you are able to make your character, it sets the tone of the conversation and how your character is physically reacting to things that are being said. So I that's one of the reasons why I love that it's a pretty brief scene, but I love that scene with the psychiatrist. It's purely because of that freedom.
You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
Thank you.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
Yeah, that's true too. The doctor has some pretty state-of-the-art equipment there. Like, what year is this? 2011? Dude, I don't know how many psychiatrist doctors have that kind of stuff going on. It's like 4:10 p.m. 4:10.
How did things go at school
We're
today?
back with Sean again.
The teacher yelled at me for being late again.
Oh.
She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay?
Oh, poor guy.
Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
Are you sure?
Do you want to eat something?
Sean? Gosh, this kid is so distant. It's so sad.
Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
It's going through Ethan's mind.
Sean looks so miserable. I wish I could help him. Just not sure I can right now.
Well, it's been how long, Ethan? You might want to do something about that.
Sean used to love going to the park, laughing and messing around. Man, he was so happy. But that was before, with Jason. We're just not communicating. Feels like we're drifting apart.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Poor Sean. He probably got into trouble at school because of me. What am I going to do to cheer him up?
What are you talking about, man? This is a playground. You've got a lot of things you can do. Just look around. Like, what's in the...
Boomerang?
Huh.
You know how to use it?
No, not really. I can never make it come back.
Can I give it a try?
You know how to use a boomerang, Ethan? Okay. One. And fling. Oh, it's that easy. Oh, that's cake. Pizza cake. Whoa. Of course I have to catch it. There you go. Thank you, son. See? Not too bad. Alright, here we go again. R1, R2, and fling. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, there it is.
Whoa! You did it, Dad!
Do you want to give it a try?
I won't be able to do it.
Oh, come on, let's try it together.
Yeah.
Now, the main thing is to get the right position at the beginning. Now, you gotta throw it straight and a little to the right.
Alright, so. Move his.
Now, throw it!
Alright. Is it coming back? Woo! Good job, kid.
I did it! I did it, Dad!
Good job, Sean. See? That wasn't so hard.
See, if I were to do that in real life, I would totally. My boomerang would definitely hit someone in the face. Definitely would not have been able. It takes a lot of practice to throw a boomerang properly. That was. Wow. Okay, sure. Why not? Hey, I got him to smile, didn't I? Alright, there's got to be other things we can do. Other things we can do around here. Is he hungry? There's a seesaw here. There's a boomerang. There's a merry-go-round. Ooh, candies.
I'd like a packet of strawberry-flavored chewies, please.
Chewies! Chewies! Sounds
Thanks.
good to me. Oh, and there's like a carousel as well. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to cheer up your kid. So we saw the seesaw, we saw the merry-go-round, and the carousel. Oh, and there's okay, swings is definitely something that I enjoy above merry-go-rounds and seesaws. Oh, there's like a playground over here too. Yeah, there's like a playground over here. Okay. Well, let's give our son these chewies.
Hey, I got you some chewies.
I hate strawberry.
Oh. Why did... Ethan, why didn't you know
Thanks. It was nice of you anyway.
that? Ethan, how could you not know that your kid hates strawberries? Seriously? How did you not know that? Alright, we're gonna try something else. Let's do... You know what? Let's do the swings. I don't want to do the seesaw. I want to do the swings. Swings! It's all about the swings. There we go.
You want to go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave your bag over there? Okay. Alright, let's do it, son. Oops, sorry. Alright. Using the swing's about as hard as using the boomerang, it seems.
Come
And
on,
push.
Dad! Higher!
Oh, here comes the music. Aww. This is sweet. See, Sean, I'm not such a horrible dad after all. Okay, I messed up a little bit with the strawberries. I'm sorry. Who? What? Who doesn't like strawberries? I'm sure there's plenty of people who don't like strawberry. But come on now. Granted, I'm not really a big chocolate fan myself, so I mean, who am I to talk?
That was cool.
Awesome. Leave? I don't know if we want to leave yet. Let's do more things. Can we do the... Yeah, let's do merry-go-round.
What about that merry-go-round? I bet I can push you so fast you won't be able to stay on it.
Great!
Maybe it's a good idea that you didn't eat those chewies then, if I'm going to be spinning around in the merry-go-round. Thing is, in the US, we tend to use merry-go-round. We tend to call carousels what most people call carousels. A lot of us call the carousel a merry-go-round.
Go on, Dad! As fast as you can!
But I can see that there is a difference.
Faster! Faster!
All right, I'm
Come on,
trying to
faster,
I'm trying to
faster.
mash this button as fast as I can, kid. All right, all right. Nice.
Whoa!
All right,
I
okay.
think my head is
Hold on there,
spinning.
partner.
Good training for astronauts, though.
Yeah. All right, and if it'll let us, I think we should try to do the seesaw next. End with the seesaw. Oh, I don't want to leave yet. I want to do... There's still one more thing, at least. I think the seesaw is the last thing we can do.
I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time.
So I feel like we're ending
What
on
do you
a
think?
low note.
Yeah!
I probably should have saved the swing for last. Alright, well, that's fine. I was gonna say, Ethan, you're kind of
Come
tall
on,
for
Dad!
this.
Make me fly!
Okay.
No,
Whoops.
Dad, you're not doing it right. You gotta push off at the right time.
Sorry. Kid, I haven't done a seesaw since I was... for like, however many years. 20 years, I guess? Ethan looks like he's pumping water. I guess if you're too tall for the thing, I mean, you're just gonna have to improvise. He looks like he's trying to pump water out of a well. Or using one of those, you know, those manual, like, train things. I don't know what those are called. Alright. I think this actually is a... We'll end on a happy note, on a cheerful happy note, so, for a change, and not in a big giant, you know, cliffhanger like I normally do. Thanks again, guys, for watching this episode of Let's Play Heavy Rain. Tune in next time, and until then, love yourselves, and love each other.